Hello friends, in this video, let us enter into our new chapter trigonometry. Before entering into this chapter, we have learnt till now what are the triangles, their properties, similarity of triangles and so on. Correct? So, this trigonometry is nothing but it is a branch of mathematics which deals only with the right angle triangles. Okay? Branch of mathematics. Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics. It deals only with the right angled triangles. Did you remember an example here? So when you consider this as a pole and when a metallic wire is attached to the top of the pole, yes, so when you consider this as BC, ABC, AC is the height of the pole was given and length of the wire is also given. And when they asked us to find the distance between the other end of the wire to the base of the pole, we have find out the distance. Correct? So we have find out the distance using the Pythagoras theorem. Did you remember that? Yes, that's nothing but we have found out the distance and slope of a triangle is also fine. We can find the slope of the triangle, distance also we have found out till now, and height of the pole they didn't give the measurement, so we have found out using the properties of triangle. Correct? Properties of triangle. We have found out distances, slope, height, everything we have found out till now using the properties of triangle. So in the trigonometry also we are going to find it, but in a different way. Clear? So here let us see few examples how do we apply this trigonometry in our day-to-day life. Okay, so when you consider here this as a wall, this is the ground, here ground level. If a person wants to whitewash the wall here, this is a ladder. If a person wants to whitewash the wall, let here the angle formed by the ladder with the ground, let it be theta. Okay, let it be theta. So here it's nothing but, this is nothing but distance between the wall and the ladder. This is the length of the ladder and this is the height of the wall. This is height of wall. Correct? So let me give a brief explanation now. See, here the angle is formed when a person wants to whitewash the wall at certain point here. If a person wants to increase the height here, if a person wants to increase the height and he wants to paint or whitewash at certain point, what does it happens? Let me draw the figure here itself. See, this point we have taken now. So when a person wants to increase the height of the painting, I mean whitewashing, so what does it happen? So when you see here, the ladder will be placed like this. Okay, the ladder will be placed like this, and when you see if the height is increased, if the height he wants to whitewash is increased, then your angle is also increased. Angle is increased and here the distance is decreased. Okay, angle increases, height increases, but the base, this is called the base is decreased. Did you accept that? Yes. So here for understanding purpose, what will I do? Let me put it as A, this as B and the other one as C here. So if a person wants to, this is the normal level which I told you. If a person wants to decrease the height here, if a person wants to whitewash at a lower point, this is a higher point we have taken. Let's take the lower point. So I am taking the point here. Let me place the ladder to the base. Let's see where does it comes. So when you see here, when you consider this as a base, ladder have to be placed like this. Correct? It has to be placed like this. So here what will I do? I will consider this point you have taken as A. Here put this as A dash, and here height is at lower point, right? I am putting it as C dash. See, when you see, when the height is decreased, the angle is also decreased here. It's only this part. It means theta is decreased. Height is also decreased. And when you see here, but the base is increased. Correct? Base is increased. Okay. So this is the relationship. So when the theta is decreased, height is also decreases, but the base increases. When theta increases, height is also increases, but the base decreases. Clear? So this is the relationship. How do we consider in trigonometry? Till now we have just given the side names as AB, BC and AC. But in trigonometry, the sides are defined with their names. Let me explain you in detail for this. So here, when you consider this as a right angle triangle ABC, suppose right angle is formed at C, and here the angle is formed theta. Okay, so let's make a right angle triangle here. I have taken a right angle triangle ABC. This is the figure I have taken. We can consider here this angle B or angle ABC as theta. Okay, so when you see by observing, this theta is an acute angle. Correct? It's an acute angle. So this AB is called hypotenuse. Correct? Since it is a right angle, opposite side of the right angle is nothing but the hypotenuse, that is longest side is hypotenuse. So when you observe here, the side BC and the side AC, we have to refer it with the names in the trigonometry. What are that names? When you see here, we have taken angle ABC equals to, or angle B, you can call simply as angle B equals to theta. We have assumed it as theta. Let angle ABC equals to angle B equals to theta. This side AC is called, this side is opposite to angle theta, right? So AC is equals to opposite side of angle B, whatever the angle it may be. See here, this theta we have considered as reference. So opposite to this angle is nothing but this side AC is called opposite side of angle B. In the same way, what is this BC is called? BC is just beside, right? So here BC is nothing but called as adjacent side of angle B. Adjacent side of angle B. Okay, so this AC is called opposite side to angle B, and BC is called adjacent side of angle B. So now we are going to refer the three sides of a right angle triangle as, so if angle ABC equals to theta, then AC is called opposite side of angle B, that is theta. So this is called opposite side of angle B, and BC is called adjacent side of angle B. You can refer this as theta also. Okay. So but here for general reference we have to denote it as AC is opposite side of angle B and BC is adjacent side of angle B. So this is the general note. So we have found out the distance, slope and height problems. Such problems we have solved it in the previous chapters. Now in this trigonometry chapter, we are going to find out the problems based on this using the trigonometric ratios. What are the trigonometric ratios? Trigonometric ratios are nothing but we use them to find out or else to understand the relationship between the angles and sides. Okay, trigonometric ratios. In the trigonometric ratios, we are going to find out the relationship between sides and angles. Okay, let us deal it with in the coming video. Clear? So I hope this is a very basic definition, like what is the adjacent side, what are the opposite side, which we are going to refer in the coming videos. So it's a very brief explanation what is meant by trigonometry and all. Clear? So I hope you like this video. In case you like the video, do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thank you.